Can you talk a little bit to us about how you make a product people want that work, that's profitable, and also be very sustainable?
Yeah, you know, it's a related thing. You know, we started the company because we saw this opportunity that this enormous industry in footwear, which emits, as you were noting, a huge amount of the world's global kind of carbon emissions, and we saw that as a result of this, everyone was moving faster, cheaper materials as quick as they can, and just slapping a big logo on the side. And so we actually saw that the alignment of using really premium natural materials that were actually good for the planet and making good business for customers was actually a really big opportunity that was being overlooked by some of the big athletic companies and some of the other fashion companies. And so we take these really premium materials and we actually let them do the work. And we design wonderful shoes and other products, and these premium materials make it feel super comfortable and make it a great product.
So as other retailers sort of catch on to this and say, oh, we want to do something like that too, are you noticing more competition and or more growth for you?
You know, there's a lot of noise out there. A lot of companies are saying that they want to do things. I think it's not often that we see a lot of action. You know, while we use natural materials, we use really low carbon intensity type of components in our products. We have also realized that we're still not perfect. And so while we think we make a great product and it's some of the lowest carbon impact in the planet for this industry, we still offset the rest of our carbon. So we're actually 100% carbon neutral as a company, and we've created this carbon fund to offset this. And I think this is the right step. We're looking at an industry where businesses are not paying for the pollution that they're creating, and they're making all this waste, as was noted in the segment leading up to this, and it's just not being paid for by the companies who are polluting. And so we've taken the step and said we're gonna pay for that. I think that's the right step in actually making real action, and we hope a lot of people follow us.
So Joey, what are your margins like?
Our margins are fine. We can sustain a healthy business, and as a result, we've set this up to be something that is both durable and sustainable from a financial perspective, as well as from its impact on the environment. And as a result, we've attracted a bunch of notable investors that are both looking for a financial return, and I think to a good degree they're also looking to align with our values on making an impact on the environment.
There's been an initiative really to start to tie CEO pay in many industries to climate initiatives and to actually delivering on climate initiatives. Do you feel like that's the right incentive? Because you got to start from the ground up. You got to build a climate-ready company at the same time that you were building the company. What do you think about that incentive?
I think that any company who is making a product is making an impact on the planet, and they have a responsibility to pay for the pollution that they're creating. So if a CEO is not using his best or her best effort to make an impact to clean up their pollution, they should not get rewarded just for financial performance. And we've taken a very stakeholder view of our business. We've set up as a public benefit corporation, which is an opportunity to say we're not just a fiduciary responsibility. We also have a responsibility to the environment, and that's a way that I think every company, no matter how big and no matter how old, should be thinking. And absolutely, if CEO pay was tied to environmental and financial performance, I think this world would be in a much better place.
Joey, I also can't let you go without talking about the global world here. Is that you're in 6 countries, including UK, Canada, as well as China. You also manufacture, you source from different parts of all the world, and your shoes are put together in China. Have you felt anything from the trade war issues and from the global environment?
It's been pretty brutal. I mean, we are, as you know, we're a really small company, and we're operating in every place that has a lot of news, from our stores and our team in London that are working through Brexit and China. And this trade war is tough for us. You know, as a small company, we're using materials like superfine merino wool, which is usually used in $5,000 suits, and we're packing this into a product that's less than $100 with an amazing pair of shoes. And so the cost that we put into our product is so high that when the trade wars have happened, it's been a real big challenge for us, and we've been whiplashed around. And I will say it's going to cost us, even though we're a small company and we only make a very small portion of our production in China, it's going to cost us many millions of dollars, and the uncertainty that it's created for us is really difficult. When we have a company where we're making shoes with such high craftsmanship and quality, we can't just pick up and move our factory at our leisure. So it's been a really difficult time for us.
Quickly, Joey, are you going to eat on margins, or do you have to raise your price? What do you do?
We're not raising prices. We think we can absorb this, and because we skip wholesale channels and we only sell direct to consumer on our internet site, allbirds.com, or in our retail stores, we think we can absorb this, and we're going to wait it out, and we're going to make some smart decisions in our supply chain and just make sure that we continue to give amazing value for our customers.